Okay, so we're going to now consider three different scenarios. The teller capacity of 1, capacity of 2, capacity of 3. Alright, so first I'm going to do a save as and save this as the third model file. So the second teller model with macros, okay, with macro. Okay. So now what we need to do is to, okay, so we'll put that back to just 1 unit, okay, and then here for capacity we're going to use a variable, okay, and we're going to change the variable value, okay, to 1, 2 and 3 and run 3 different simulations, okay. So in Pro Model these variables are called macros. So click on macro, well that's okay about that, because we are using the variable before defining, so it's throwing an error. So if once we define it, you'll be alright, we'll be alright. So n teller, okay, and then you go to options, and this is a scenario parameter, so select that and you define. Okay, now you're going to give a range, okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's the range of values for this parameter, macro parameter called n teller. So in locations, okay, whatever the value of n teller is, that's what will be used here for capacity. So now we go to scenario manager, okay. Now this is the baseline that we have modeled, okay. Now you click, say scenario 1, okay, teller is 1. So we change this name to teller 1, okay. So let's uncheck baseline. We don't need baseline anymore because teller 1 is pretty much the baseline. Teller 2, okay, so n teller is 2 for that. And then teller 3, so that'll be 3 tellers. Okay. Alright, so now we run scenario and all the previous settings still hold. So it'll run the scenario with this teller station having a capacity of 1, collect statistics, and then run with 2. Okay, so every time it runs, it's going to run for the same simulation options that we have set up. So it will be like 2 hours of warm-up time and 2 hours of simulated time and 50 replications. Okay, so now you click scenario, run scenarios. Okay, so now it's finished. Okay, now we can go to analysis and say output viewer. Okay, and now we can study each scenario, okay, and all of them together as well. So you have, let's get rid of that. So how many exits? Okay, average time in the system, average time in operation, and we should have, okay, and here we have entity states. So percentage of time blocked, so which is percentage of time waiting in waiting line, 76.78, and then 12.5, and then we have 2.52. And here the capacity of single capacity locations. Okay, so these are all entrants, and in the case of teller 1, the teller station has a capacity of 1. So you see that it's 99.04% in operation. So if you have multiple capacity locations, so the waiting line, and then if you look at the teller, teller 2 and 3 are the ones are now multi-capacity locations. So you have one teller, two tellers, three tellers. Okay, now you can see the percentage of time occupied, percentage of time empty. Okay, so that's, here the percentage of time empty is just 0.96%. Here it is 24.79%, 29.69%, 67%. Okay. Now you can look at individual the data as tables, or you can go and export all of them, and you can analyze those results in Excel. But your preliminary analysis here clearly shows that going from one teller to two tellers there is a significant improvement in all the metrics. But going from 2 to 3, there is only marginal improvement. So maybe having 2 tellers from 1 would be sufficient for improving the performance metrics.